If you experience these signs while you're trading or even when you're not trading, you're literally so close and you don't even know it, right? You're almost about to be profitable, or you're going to start winning at trading. And I want to share these signs to you because I experienced these signs, and I know a lot of profitable traders experience these signs too. Okay, so we're going to talk about the 3 major signs, and also I'm going to give you some bonus signs too. Okay, so the first sign is accepting the market for what it is. The market is not perfect. It's ugly. It's a machine that you can't control. You're going to experience a lot of uncertainty because you're dealing with a machine that is just flowing and you can't stop it. And the only thing you can basically do is follow the rules and manage risk. So you have to just accept that part. I know a lot of people can't accept the part because, the uncertainty. Some people want to, have that certainty. They are so used to, going to work and receiving that paycheck every single week. And I guess you can call that security, but the market is not going to give you that. Some weeks you're going to be profitable. Some weeks it might be slow, but accepting that is usually the first major sign you are going to turn that corner. Because a lot of traders, believe it or not, in the beginning, they can't accept this. And right now, guys, I'm at a point in my life where I'm accepting everything, right? I'm accepting everything, because I understand life is not pretty. The yin yang sign is real. You're gonna have the good and the ugly, and you can't really separate them. That's how life is, so you're gonna have a lot of bad things coming at you. You're gonna have a lot of good things coming at you, and you just have to accept it. Accept life for the way it is. I'm like I said, I'm at the point where I'm accepting everything. For example, like I'm a father, so I have 2 daughters, right? 4 and 7. So I know for a fact, fathers in general, they don't get the credit that they deserve, and I'm at a point where I accept that, because I know for a fact that I'm a good father, right? Even like when I'm out with my daughters and people see me like, oh man, you're a good father, because they see me how I interact with them. I take them anywhere. I don't care. It could be the bank, it could be, grocery store, the mall. It doesn't matter, and I'm always having fun with them. They bring that inner child out of me because, honestly, I'm a big kid, I don't really show that around adults because everybody's too serious nowadays. But I'm a little kid, I love playing with them. And, if let's say that, we in the grocery store and I'm pushing them in the shopping cart, I'm acting like I'm in a race car, right? And, I'm always with them. Actually, not too long ago, I bought water balloons. We was playing water balloons outside. I have them 3 times a week. So even the days I don't have them, I go over there sometimes and spend time with them or take them to the park. So again, will I get credit for that? I don't know, but I'm at a point where I'm accepting everything, Maybe when they grow up, they might be more attached to their mother, and I have to accept that, right? I mean, they might be more attached to me. I don't know. I'm just, just saying this off the top of my head. I don't know. But I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm at a point in life where I'm accepting everything, guys. And accepting everything, part of that is just letting go. You just have to let go. You have to accept life for what it is. You're going to have the bad. You're going to have the ugly, okay? And it goes back to trading, guys. You have to accept the market for what it is. It's not going to look pretty every single day. Do not expect every single day is going to be that winning day, all right? Every single week is going to be that winning week. Don't expect that, guys, right? I'm at the point where, even my win rate, you have some traders claim they got a 70% win rate or 80% win rate. I know I'm not that type of trader. My win rate is going to be around maybe 50, 60%. If you look at a couple of weeks ago, the video I dropped, I had a 44% win rate, and I was still profitable for the week, right? I mean, like 8 or 9 grand for that week with a 44% win rate. So I accept that I'm not going to be a high win rate trader. Okay, it's just what it is, and I accept that. Again, it's going back to I'm accepting everything, guys. And if you experience this sign, I'm telling you right now, you're going to be definitely on your way to be a profitable trader, because sometimes it's hard in the beginning to accept that, but once you mature as a trader and you start to accepting, man, this is how the market is. I can't control a lot of stuff. I can only basically control me managing my risk, following my rules, things are going to be much better. So you have to accept that you are not in control, or you have to accept the uncertainty in the market, right? And just control the things that you can control, just what it is. So that's the first sign. Then the second sign is, and this is a big one, a lot of people don't talk about this that much, trading the same way during the drawdown. Now imagine losing 1 day, 2 days, 3 days in a row. Are you gonna continue to trade the same strategy no matter what, not changing anything? Imagine having, a slightly losing week or a losing week period. Are you going to continue to trade the same way next week? And this is one of the signs that I see a lot of profitable traders, they do this all the time. I remember when I was, studying the stock market, I was in this live trading room, right? And this guy, bro, like he's a good trader, right? And it was a month where he wasn't doing good at all, right? It was like every single week, it was something, And at the end of the month, he was down, It wasn't that much, but he was still down. It wasn't like he wasn't finding his groove. And he kept saying, it is what it is. Like, this is part of the market. This is part of trading. Some months the market's not going to agree with you, right? It's not going to agree with your strategy. And if I was a new trader outside looking in, I would say, man, he can't trade, or I would say something negative, or I'll probably think about something negative. But at that time, I wasn't thinking negative. I was so impressed by him showing up every single day and basically trading the same way every single day, even though he's not making no profits. He's showing up every single day trading the same way, guys. So that right there was like a light bulb for me, and it helped me out a lot, because I'm like, man, if that was me, I would change the strategy, or I would try to tweak something or something. And him just staying there and understanding that, his strategy works. He's not going to mess with anything. He's just going to show up every single day and trade the same way, no matter if he is in a drawdown or not. Man, if you're definitely experiencing this sign right now, maybe by next week, you're going to be profitable, because this is literally one of the signs I see a lot of profitable traders, they understand, drawdown. They understand there are going to be tough times while you're trading throughout the year. I mean, just think about it, guys. We have 12 months out of the year. You really think that every single month, is going to be this great month? No. At least 1 to 2 months out of the year is going to be hard for you, right? You're probably not going to see any profits. And that's being realistic. So you have to expect like 12 months out of the year, at least 1 or 2, or sometimes 3, but at least 1 or 2 of those months, you're going to be struggling. Maybe the market is acting wild. Maybe the market is slow. Whatever the case is, something is going to throw off everything. And the question to you is, can you continue to trade the same way, even though you are in a drawdown? I'm telling you right now, guys, this is one of the most powerful signs that you can actually experience, while you're trying to be a profitable trader, because it's so easy to switch strategies. And I'm telling you right now, switching strategies is a losing game. I'd rather you just make sure that if you are in a drawdown, I'd rather you just make sure that you're not doing something wrong, or tweak something, a little bit here and there, but don't just start a new strategy. It's a losing game, guys. Now, let's talk about the last one, the last major sign, and that is realizing there isn't a perfect strategy. This is a big one, because I'm telling you right now, even though I'm saying it out loud, you're still going to, trust me, you're still going to search for that perfect strategy. And as like we are human, so we hate to lose. So we think that we can do better. In general, if we lose, 50% of the time, mentally, that seems like that's whack, right? Like that seems like that's not doing good, but you can literally still make money when only 50% of the time. Even 40% of the time, you can still make money. And another reason why you're gonna probably look for a perfect strategy is because a lot of these so-called traders out here, right? They talk in absolutes. They talk like their strategy is the only way. A lot of them talk down on other strategies, or if you trade this way, you're never gonna make it. And the problem is some of these traders are profitable traders. So people will believe them and they would think, oh, if I trade that way, it's not gonna work. The thing what I realize when it comes to profitable traders, a lot of them has a lot of big egos, and they are very close-minded. Some traders, since trading is so hard, some traders, when they find a strategy that works for them, automatically they have this deep love for that strategy. So they will swear up and down that this is the only way to trade, because they probably tried a whole bunch of different strategies, and this is the only strategy that actually worked for them. So they would say, hey, this is the strategy, man. Forget about anything else. This is the one. And that is not true, guys. You have to understand that there's no holy grail. Most strategies work, but you just have to be very organized, have stacks to back it up, and you just have to have a strategy that fits you. And once you realize, there isn't a perfect strategy, and you just stick to that one strategy, game over. Game over, guys. If this is one of the signs you are experiencing right now, it could be around the corner. You might be a profitable trader. Because I'm telling you right now, even though some people are going to hear this right now, they're still going to search for that perfect strategy. So it's going to come, a lot of times it might not be, especially if you're new, it might take you a minute just to get this out of your system. You're going to have to change a whole bunch of different strategies. And you're going to start to realize, man, most of these strategies are the same. I just got to stick to one system, tweak it the way I like to trade, and that's it. And once you get to that point, once you have this sign, guys, once you just experience this sign and you just say, forget it, this is a system that I like, I'm just going to trade it no matter what, man, you're definitely on the way to be a profitable trader. You're definitely on the way to, just win at trading. You're so close. Now, those are 3 major signs, right? Now, let's talk about the, extra bonus signs that I want to talk about. Now, when you stop caring about win rate, that's definitely another sign where, you're basically maturing as a trader. Win rate is so overrated. You can win 40% of the time, 50% of the time, 60% of the time, and you're good, guys. You're good. Win rate is more an ego thing. Oh, look at me. I won. Yeah, I want a winning streak. 14-day winning streak. It's an ego boost. But as long as you chipping away every single day, at the end of the month, guys, you can, be profitable. So once you get to that point where you don't really care too much about win rate anymore, you just want to trade, yes, that's definitely one of the signs. Now, next sign would be obsessing over your stats. And when I say stats, I'm talking about, journaling, taking screenshots, looking over your trades, seeing why you're winning, seeing why you're losing, crunching the numbers, understanding your numbers, understanding I will have losing weeks, I will have, X amount of losers, and just trading this strategy no matter what, right? Once you understand your stats, just in general, you're going to be a much confident trader. Your confidence is going to be much higher, just what it is. So obsessing over your stats, obsessing over your winners, your losers, taking screenshots, understanding the market at a high level, understanding your trades and your strategy at a high level. That's definitely one of the signs you will see you're getting closer to success. Now, next one, this is a very big one. Once you stop obsessing over daily income, man, so I'm telling you right now, guys, this is definitely one of the signs, because I used to obsess over daily income a lot, and it's not important at all. It's not. Okay, weekly and monthly income is where it's at, and I'm gonna tell you this: monthly income is where it's at, because I can have 2 slow weeks, and the last 2 weeks at the end of the month could be, the weeks where I'm bringing in all the profits. So daily income is overrated. Don't even think about it. Don't say, oh, I gotta make $200 a day. It's overrated, guys. So stop obsessing over daily income. Once you get to that point and you just only focus on the process, whew, man, you're so close. So the last sign is understanding trading is about blocks of trades, not one trade. So just you're thinking in probabilities, you're not thinking about one trade. One trade is just, honestly, it doesn't even matter. You're gonna take maybe, let's say, 20 trades per week. So why do you care about one trade, right? So you have 19 trades left and you're obsessing about one trade. Come on. So just think in blocks of trade, right? So to me, every 10 trades, every 15 to 20 trades, that's where you should basically, look at your stats or look at your performance and go from there. But not one trade. One trade shouldn't make or break you as a trader. Stop obsessing. I understand, sometimes having a loser day is annoying sometimes. I get it. But I'm here to tell you, don't obsess over it, guys. It's just one bad day or one bad trade. Once you get to that point, I'm telling you right now, you're gonna start to realize, because the way I look at it, or the way I do it, is even if I have a bad week, guys, I'm always saying to myself, man, I got 3 weeks left. Let's get it. Let's go. Or let's say, Monday's a bad day. I say to myself, I got 4 days left out of the week. Let's go. That's how you have to think. You can't have that short-term mindset. Always think ahead of time. Always think, I got 4 days left, or I got 3 weeks left out of the month. That would definitely help you out. Okay, so these are the signs, guys. If you experience these signs, you're on the way, and I know you guys can do it, man. I know you guys can do it. Just grind it out, guys. It's a grind. I talked about this earlier. Life is not pretty. I wish it was. It's not. It's just a grind, guys. A whole bunch of bad stuff is going to be coming at you, and then a whole bunch of good stuff is going to come at you. So, you have to take the good and the ugly, and that's just life. We can't do anything about it. Only thing you do is accept it and then deal with it. So that's all I have for you guys. And if you enjoy this, you know what to do. Hope you guys having a great day. I'll talk to you guys later, and I hope you guys are experiencing these signs. If not now, hopefully soon. All right. So we out. Talk to you guys later.